Welcome to the second episode of the podcast series with the gameplay in the background. This time I'd like to share with you the history of gaming, if you will. A friend of mine said this was my very first game that I owned or bought or something, and I was like, wait, what was the first game I bought or had, or what even considers as that? And what even counts as gaming? I remember so many things, and I don't exactly remember the order. But I had like these small handheld games. I don't know if it's an official Game Boy, but it's kind of wannabe. It had like Snake, it had Tetris, it had these cars that you had to drive. Everything was like super pixelated, and it was literally just two colors, yeah, just squares and stuff. Yeah, that's what I had. I also had Tamagotchi that got eaten by a dog. By my dog, not just any dog. Yeah, usually people just kill their Tamagotchis, but I physically had it killed because I left my Tamagotchi outside and the dog just chewed on it. That sucked. Then I remember having NES. That was my father's, that was not mine. And on that we had Super Mario Bros. And some Tom and Jerry game. And I think there was nothing else. I was obviously trash at everything. And then we had Windows 95 computer, but that was not in 95, that was later. And I just remember playing, I think it was Aladdin with some really retro joystick. Also don't remember being good at that. And then we had, I remember this small game that had little planes. It was so simple. It was kind of like, how's it called? Pac-Man? But it was just like little planes or rockets or how you want to call that. I don't remember much. That was a really long time ago. And don't remember what you had to do anymore. I think you had to like shoot the planes. I think it was that. The other planes. But yeah, you were like moving through some maze. I also remember we got little, I don't know, some promotional CD that had on demo games. And it had a bunch of them, but all I remember is Tomb Raider, which surprisingly I played a lot, but I never even finished the demo. I just played like the first scene and was just using whatever she could do, like she could swim and she could jump and stuff like that. She did this gorgeous swan dive. I just enjoyed it so much. Yeah. I was so easily entertained, it's ridiculous. I also had a demo version of Rollercoaster Tycoon, and I was also pleased with having just a demo. So yeah, now I have the full version and I already played it, so if you're interested you can check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And what else? Like, I'm sure there were many games, but that's the only stuff that I remember. The only two games. Maybe it was Age of Empires as well. Also just demo, you could only play one thing over and over, and I was fine with that. The times have changed so much. So, does any of that count as me having a game? I don't think so. Not really. Okay, I have to move forward. I remember playing, or my brother was playing and my father was playing Dark Colony. That is a really not nice game. It's very dark and there's shooting and aliens. But yeah, I remember playing that. At first, like, father was like, no, you can't play that, we were too young, but eventually we played it. I wish I remember like the exact timeline of these things happening, but I don't. So the next thing I also remember is playing certain games at my friend's place. She had like, I think the computer was called like MS-DOS, or I don't know, like it was just really retro, old, like Asian computer. And you could play certain games. I think there was like Boulder Dash, there's Prince of Persia, there was I don't know how it's called, but you were catching babies. They were falling down and you had to catch them. There was popcorn, I don't know, stuff and things, so many. But I don't remember like playing that much. And the parts that my friend couldn't do was done, or were done by her mother. I don't know. Kind of weird to think back that her mother was playing that game. Anyway, okay, of course I got some games from like my parents for like Christmas and stuff, and I had Q Steps and Q Steps 2. That was English. yeah. I'm not gonna say that I learned English from that, but wow, what was that even about? I don't even know anymore. I really don't remember that much. Yeah, I had some silly games that were supposed to be educational. I had one about nature and one about like kind of technology. It was more like inventions and like kind of technical stuff of parts. I had like some puzzle games that doesn't have any solutions, so I still until this day don't know how some of these puzzles were saved because there was no solution anywhere. Yeah, and that kind of ends that part of these educational games. Oh gosh, I wish I remembered the order of stuff. I remember downloading tons of how's it called, demo versions. You just had 1 hour to play, and I would just play every single game. And when the time was up, I just got a new one. I kind of really got a lot of stuff, a lot of crap on my computer at that point. And again, I was pleased with that. I was pleased with having just demos. I was fine with that. But the first game that I remember buying and having like full version of it, I think, besides like the ones from my father, also Settlers 3 is the game that my father had. The game that I bought, I think, was Sims 2. Me and my brother spent a lot of time watching, I'm gonna say cousin, even though he's, I think it's called second cousin, not that I mess up. But yeah, we spent a lot of time with him. And we played a lot of games. Sometimes he played at our house, sometimes we went to his house and we were playing on his computer. He had GTA. We never had that game. I don't know which GTA, I don't remember. One of the first one, it had like a bird's eye view. Yeah, we played a lot of Worms. That's one of the games that we all played. We also played Beetle Crazy Cup. We all played that together. I just miss that time when you could just all play on the same computer. That doesn't exist anymore. It's so hard to find local local multiplayer games. It's rare. And I was actually good at Beetle Crazy Cup. I was always good at the car games. Weird. Anyway, the game was so much fun. I remember we all watched my second cousin play Wolfenstein, which he finished. So yeah, I was watching gaming videos before that was a thing. It was just in real life. Okay, but Sims was the first game I bought, and then it was Sims 2. Sims 2 and Sims 2 Pets. And I also got Settlers, but I shouldn't have got that one. I never played that game, I think. And yeah, of course I bought The Sims 3 later on. Or did I? I guess I didn't. I didn't buy a physical copy of it. I feel like I was like a bit of a... how's it called? Cheap. It was cheap, yeah. I just didn't buy that much. And nobody was buying me games ever, so until... oh, we had Orange Box. But that was not mine, that was my brother's. Yeah, so Orange Box has... Orange Box has Half-Life. I don't know, does it... and Portal. Oh my god, I don't remember, my god. That's so long ago. But yeah, my brother was the one that had more games. And then eventually Steam came into the picture, and then you just didn't have to buy any physical copies anymore. It was just all online. And now, since Steam is there, and I just buy everything. You know, if you buy on when it's on sale, it's so cheap. Like sometimes the game is like €1, €2. It's literally nothing. I don't know what's officially my first game. Can you tell me? Obviously, I played Snake, but I don't think that counts as a first game. Could be Super Mario Brothers. The game that I bought was Sims, I guess. I don't remember specifically buying something else before that. But yeah, my history goes really far back. Maybe you can guess my age based on this. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Computers hardly existed when I was born, and it took some years before they established. But now you can't live without a computer. Yeah, you need a computer for everything. For Googling, for researching, for school, for hobbies, for relaxation, for everything. Literally for everything. I listen to music on my computer. I watch movies. I don't watch TV anymore. Like literally, I watch 2 things a year, maybe potentially, on the TV. And I just accidentally watch something because somebody else is watching, and that's all. Like, I need to watch everything on double speed or at least 1.5. So thank God there's that on YouTube. I spend so much time watching, and it's great if you watch different things because you learn so much different stuff. But yeah, I can make another video about what I watch or who I watch. It's fascinating. Like, I literally didn't know what to reply to my friend about what's my first game, because he was like, oh yeah, this is my first game, and I don't remember which one it is. I had Zoo Tycoon, an actual box of that game, so that was a full game that I had, not just Rollercoaster Tycoon demo version. But yeah, I did like tycoons a lot. I remember this game that I played, which was some chocolatier tycoon, or chocolate, I don't know, it was chocolate and tycoon, and it was so satisfying. It was such a great game. I just have like vague memories. I also remember some cooking game. It was like arcade, but you could play with 2 players, and you just had to collect everything, and you shouldn't die, and that was so much fun. Yeah, you just had like one little, like everything that was on the screen, you had to collect the food as a chef, a little chef, and yeah, oh my god. I remember playing that game over and over, and I don't even remember what you had to do when the trial was over, but I think you could just re-download it and start again or something. I don't know, because I remember playing it a few times with my brother, and we were just rushing so we could potentially finish it before the 1 hour ran out, but no, I don't think we managed to finish it. I also remember playing Facebook games, which I was so disappointed like a few days ago when I just typed games, and there's nothing like they used to be. Now everything is more like mobile games, when you have to come back or you have to wait for stuff and you have to collect stuff so you're able to play, and before it was not like that at all. And I wanted to play something with my friend, or like if I wanted to play something with my friends, but everything is turn-based. Like I play and then they play and then they either compare the scores, and it's, I don't know, I don't want that. It's different, and it's kind of sad in a way that I can't get that feeling back anymore. I know that these games were complete trash and they can't really be counted as gaming, but I don't know. Like I wanted to just to play Uno, like it used to exist. You could just play it with people, but now you kind of run out of energy and you can't play anymore, and it's what? Microtransactions have taken over the world. I should, like, everything I do, I should just charge it, right? Anyway, I guess that's enough. You can share in the comments what's the first game you owned, whatever is your first so-called gaming memory. Yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you'd like to see more, subscribe, and take care. Bye.
Can you tell me why?